stop. You have no idea how good I am.
Fred, this thing is going to break down.
Tony's bringing his 30-year-old screen deck wash plant out of retirement. But the screen deck currently sits on top of Paradise Hill. Tony must transport the 50-ton cargo down a steep mine road, navigating a series of narrow sections and tight corners, to a custom-built pad beside the old-timer tailings at the foot of the hill.
You see that dirt in between there? Blow it out. You go back and forth and it'll come. None of like this. You're not playing with
The 5-foot-tall steel hopper above the screen deck makes the plant top-heavy.
Usually we take the hopper off. It makes it way more stable.
You don't have time for that.
Tony decides to leave the hopper in place to speed up the move.
Let's get going.
Son Mike brings in the Oshkosh, a turbocharged V8 engine, 500 horsepower, military tank transporter.
Right there, that's good. Guy touching on, huh? Good.
Now, Mike must haul the top-heavy wash plant down the steep road to the tailings.
Okay, pull it out of there, Mike. Nice and steady. Steady. I don't like that. Mike, stop, stop, stop. Hold it right there. That thing is just moves way too much.
It's just frustrating.
I think we're gonna take that hopper off, Mike.
Kevin must remove the bolts securing the hopper to the frame.
It is welded. I don't think these things slide out anymore.
Well, who with that? Well, I got a bit of a problem. We used to be able to lift that hopper off like nothing, because that's what it was built for. But when we brought it back here last year, some people must have got thinking, well, the on the dead solid. So now it's going to take us around before we can lift the hopper off. Cut the thing loose.
Until they can cut the hopper off, the wash plant move is at a standstill.
As they call, disgusted right now. So, see you later.
Rick Ness started mining a full 2 weeks behind Parker and Tony. He is now in the race of his life to get to his 1,000-ounce goal.
We finally got our hopper feeder in, and I paid off Troy his royalties for the year. So that feels really good. With all the gold that went up, it's just going to be really important to start putting some back in the same. Well, if we were in a competition to move the most dirt with no gold in it, we would have won last year. Easy.
We killed that game, bud.
For the last 4 weeks, Rick has mined the cheap cut, where the gold-rich pay dirt is near the surface. But now, new recruit Mark Doverspike is running out of cheap cut pay to feed wash plant Rocky.
Yeah, we got about a day's worth of cheap cut pay left, so we're gonna change things up, new ground.
Rick heads out to look for a new area to mine.
So this is where we've mined the cheap cut up to. You know, this ground has been paying really well, and it's kind of it's given me a renewed interest to like investigate and search. I'd like to think after 8 years, I'm starting to be able to read the ground. I just get a feeling there's more gold here.
On Lower Duncan Creek, 20,000 years ago, a glacier pushed up a mound of rock and dirt known as a moraine on the edge of the cheap cut. Rick believes the moraine has trapped gold washed down from the mother lode.
If the glacier made some kind of a hard stop here, all that gold would have stopped in this corner. It could be the best stuff we've seen all year. And with gold price the way it is, like the profit margins are big. See what we got. I need to see at least 15 to 20 colors in this pan to make it worth extending this cut. Yeah, there's gold in here. Little guys. There's a whole bunch of fine gold mixed in down there. I like that.
Rick gets the crew stripping the extension cut, gambling they'll get to pay dirt before the existing stockpile runs out.
I've got a really good feeling about the cheap cut extension. I know I made some mistakes last year, and I know the guys are skeptical, but this year's different. I know things are gonna pay off.
Up to now, the team has only run their operation for a total of 8 hours. Now Fred and his crew of veteran buddies are racing to cash in on record-high gold prices.
Fired up, Johnny, fired up, fired up. Water's coming. Here it comes. Let's do this, run some gold.
I don't know, man. It just died. I didn't do anything.
Hey, shut down the plant and shut down the water.
What is going on?
Dude, this looks like I'm looking at all this oil down in here.
Yeah.
The exposed wires.
Dude, something's arcing out. Something is causing that.
This thing is a fire hazard. And it's completely dead.
We're gonna have to run that 400 nonstop from the swamp, march it back up, and feed the kernel. That's all we can do.
Fred's plan? Use the working excavator, the 400, to dig pay dirt at the swamp cut. Then send the 988 loader to stockpile the dirt at the wash plant. Finally, walk the 400 from the cut to feed the plant.
Look, it's your call, but if that goes down, our season is done.
I know, dude. I'm sorry. It's a temporary fix.
After only 2 hours, the 50-yard pay pile is sluiced. Colonel Nugget is shut down, while Stefan walks the 400 back to the cut to dig more.
Am I stuck on a rock on this one or something?
It's clean as hell.
trucking forward. The left side stopped. The right side kept going.
Oh. Well, does it move?
It can move, but it's not going to be happy about it.
Fred, this thing is going to break down. We can't have it running double duty up top and down below. This thing has to stay down here and dig dirt for us.
With the 400 stranded at the cut, Fred's operation is shut down. Fred needs a mechanic. Luckily, he knows the best in the business, Juan Ibarra.
Hello?
Juan, how's it going? It's Fred.
Hey, what's going on, man?
I hate to call you with bad news, but our equipment is breaking down constantly. I wanted to see if you were maybe anywhere near.
I'd love to help you out, but I'm a little busy right now. I have a couple pieces of equipment available.
Really?
What kind are you looking for?
So the 225, the smaller excavator, it went down. I'm also looking at that loader. It's got a lot of issues itself.
We can help you guys out here.
Awesome. I really appreciate it, Juan.
But I got a lot of money invested in this equipment, so I'd like to send one of my operators with it to kind of help you guys out and kind of look after my equipment.
Okay, I understand.
The hopper feeder made the plant too unstable to transport. And after a day spent cutting it loose,
Kevin, top of your head, that is a pipe. Hook that chain to it.
Tony is now ready to lift it from the screen deck frame.
Don't know what you mean, Tony.
Oi! One above your head. Hook that chain on there, lock it in. Me. There you go, that wasn't so hard. Keep her going. Tail end, swing it over. Leather down, Len. Len, leather down, leather down, leather down. Perfect.
Wash plant secured, Mike heads down the steep dirt road.
Ooh, come on, turn you.
Mike, slow down and pass the bridge.
Easy, Mike, easy, Mike.
2 days after they started at the top of Paradise Hill, they've finally got the screen deck down to the old-timer tailings. Tony's plan? Excavate a pit with a slope at one end to reverse the Oshkosh down. Then drag the wash plant directly onto the pad where it will sluice the tailings.
Okay, back it over there. It's good. Right there, done. Good. Hey, gentlemen.
All by yourself?
Take it away. Good enough. You have no idea how good I am. Is it good? Well, of course, who the did it? It's all under supervision, young fella.
But before the Beats can cash in on the old-timer tailings, there's still work to do.
We gotta lay a pipeline in there. You gotta lift the screen deck on there. So we got a lot of work to do.
That's what I'm talking about.
Fred has leased an excavator and a loader from Juan Ibarra and agreed to pay him only when he gets enough gold.
I don't like offering up future gold, but hey, if you're not going to be willing to take a risk, you shouldn't be mining gold.
Juan has sent specialist operator Alex Voigt to make sure it comes back in one piece.
Fred!
You must be Alex.
Good to meet you finally.
Nice to meet you finally.
This Volvo excavator is probably one of the nicest machines I've ran. She's only got about 1,200 hours on her. Very nice, very smooth. Guy owning it's kind of cool too.
I want to get moving because I want to get this to the guys. They're going to be so excited.
Well,
they need it.
Let's go meet the guys.
Yeah, so these are basically on lease from Juan.
Okay.
So
Alex too?
Alex comes with the equipment, but he's our new teammate. He's here to train us and to make sure we use the equipment properly and to make sure the equipment goes back in the same shape that it was in when we got it. This is the fresh start for our claim, and I think it's a game changer. All right, guys, we got the equipment. We got everything we need. Let's get to work.
All right,
Hit your stations.
Fire up the Colonel, man.
He's coming with me, the excavator.
Fire up the Colonel!
With a fully working fleet of machines,
The Colonel's getting gold.
the mine is back in action.
Anyways, we should maybe see how much we got.
Until they can get the screen deck assembled and running, the Beats are relying on just one plant, Mike's Trommel at the Mega Cut.
Trusty trommel pumped out about a jar, so.
Well, that's okay.
5, 10, 15, 20.
To hit their 3,000-ounce target, they need an average of 177 ounces a week. But 11 weeks in, they have yet to hit it.
160, 170, 178, 178.6.
Good job.
Mike's Trommel is keeping the family afloat with a gold haul worth $312,000.
1786, that's good.
How much do we have now?
732.6. We still.
Even with the big haul, the Beats are still more than 2,000 ounces off their season goal.
Anyway, we'll see what out of the old-timer tailings. I mean, now is the time to do it. Price of gold is up there. Hey, you know, we got to pick from different places in order to make it work this year. So, the more spots we have, the better off we are. Let's not there's other people in this world have a lot tougher out there today than we do.
That's true.
Rick needs an ounce per 100 yards from the extension cut. After running over 7,000 yards, he needs at least 70 ounces.
All right, we got 10. We got 20.
Excellent.
30. There's 40, going 50.
Awesome.
60, 70.
No way.
82.37.
With prices at a massive $1,750 an ounce, Rick has mined $144,000 worth of gold from the cheap cut extension. It's his biggest haul of the season.
Unreal.
Wow.
That's awesome.
I've never seen a cleanup like that.
Yeah, that's true.
That is nice.
A few more of those, we're good.
We're getting ahead.
Yep.
More than a few.
Let's keep it up. Well, let's go get a few more.
Yep. All right, let's do this.
Well, we finally got some money in the bank, which feels good. And personally, I really needed that to pay off, so I'm happy. And now I can just focus on the rest of the season.